Hello everyone, today I'm gonna show you a rack a little bit special. I don't remember, but in the previous video I've done this rack, the reverb rack, which was basically a rack with 7 different reverb presets, and you can just grab a reverb quickly. And I've done the same thing with some EQ. So basically you have 7 chains in the rack, and each chain contains a different kind of EQ to give different kind of tone to your sound. So why I've done this is exactly for the same reason than for the reverb rack. You know, when you sometimes you open analog and you are looking for a new sound, something new, and you just get stuck, get blocked because you got the impression you always get this same kind of sound. And to have EQ, to put different kind of EQ after you send, can help you to push parameter in a way that you never done before. Like, for example, if you have an EQ with a low pass filter, you're gonna obviously accentuate the high frequency, and you're gonna try things that you will never have tried before because of this EQ. So yeah, this is really helpful. I like to do this when I don't know what to do. I just taking an EQ and like start to put like weird stuff on the EQ, and then after I going back to the analog and I'm starting to tweak again, and usually I'm getting something new and different. So let's have a look. So the first chain is obviously dry. So for this example, it's basic sawtooth, but like this you can really see what EQ what is doing. So this one is basically low pass filter with gain around 667 hertz. So let's see how it sounds. Normal, alright, a little bit different. Type medium. So these two I call them like this. This product is good if you wanna put like a kind of synth in the background, and so not too much high frequency and stay in the background, really good. Then you have basement presets. Yeah, all right. All speaker, which is kind of imitating. Alright, that's really good for pads, for even if you have some texture or some ambience loop, whatever, which is need to be on the high frequency. This is really nice, giving a nice texture, a nice grain. Then you have medium result. Alright, which is different than dry. Medium, got high resonance. Alright, this was high resonance, and then you got airy. All right. So yeah, I've got some example. Yeah, one thing I didn't say, what is good as well, you can make a combination of different EQ. You know, if you like the medium, but you're still missing a little bit of high, you can add a little bit of this one. You know, you can really do how you want. So for example, this one. Cutting the low frequency, adding a little bit of high frequency. So this one Same, you know, it's I'm gonna remove just to, so that's nice as well, like this, but this in your mix is gonna completely mess with the kick and the bass, so it's good. You know, this one you got nice medium and high frequency, and then this one. Okay, so this is why I explain you like dub high and dub med to put something in the background with this one, and this one more something you're gonna put in front. It's the sense is exactly the same present for both tracks, and it's just two different EQ, and both together you got everything. And then after, if you ever add a bit of, if you add the rest of, sorry. Each element fit well in the mix. All right, I think I show you everything. So yeah, do not hesitate to go a bit extreme, then come back to your analog and then change the EQ. It's really like to experiment. As I said, it's no, you can use it like for mixing, but it's more like to experiment. Turn one knob to see how it's sounding, and then start to tweak. It's good. I like this one, and it's changing from what you usually doing as well. And so if you combine this one plus the reverb, it's even better. You get completely something different. All right, so I hope you like, guys. Do not hesitate to comment, like, share like usually, and see you in 2 weeks. Bye. Thank you.